Maiga Van and Melonin, and well met indeed. I'm Uruk-hai, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to version... Well, it's not 4.5, is it? Sorry, excuse me. This is before version 4 release. Well, anyway, welcome back to Isengard from some time ago. We, of course, have now accepted the ring. Saruman is making a long haul back to Isengard, where he now has the ring, fortunately. And so the script is underway, but we need to get him to safety. He was attacked last time by Gandalf. We managed to slay the fool. And then we were attacked by the garrison of Koloniak, and we were able to defeat them as well. We are hoping to then get out of this region as soon as possible. Once we get across that bridge, we can then cross this river here. And then we're down and into Dunland's terrain, and hopefully they'll ignore us and get him back to Isengard, where an army is being prepared. We are close, just like the Dorwinian campaign actually, I must confess, we are quite close to achieving our own goals. We want to capture and take Caras Galadon, and we are have an army in a Drakan that's been there for a while, but the elite army that is being trained in Isengard is for that purpose. They are going to be heading north and claiming the Elven City once and for all. Our goal thereafter, at the moment we are holding in Calenhad because of course we're at war with everyone, but we also want to take Minas Tirith, and ideally because of the Dorwinian campaign's battles against Mordor, we're hoping not to fight Mordor if we can help it. We've fought them a couple of times, but again, ideally I can assure you this time we're not going to be pressing into Mordor at all. And our victory will be complete once the elves are defeated, Caras Galadon is in our hands, and Minas Tirith is in our hands. And hopefully that is also enough time to show off a few of the rewards from the ring script. Specifically, of course, the Nazgul and their new bodyguard, the Uruk-hai, which I think we can actually already train. Did I see that correctly? Uruk-hai, yes we can. Didn't we already have them trained? No, we have to wait until they're available. I don't think you get a unit straight away. No, indeed you don't. So that's where we are. We're ending the turn for now, though, and we shall crack on. Now, as I say, once Isengard or Dorwinian finishes, I will just go back to only having 2 campaigns a week, and there'll be two videos on each one. And then once Isengard or Dorwinian, whichever one is the longer one, then concludes, so that we're only down to Dol Amroth, then I hope to play as Ered Luin. To show you all the Ered Luin ring script. Now, of course, many YouTubers across the board that I have recommended in the past 5 videos of the Dol Amroth campaign, many of them are doing Ered Luin. But I feel it pertinent and prudent that I also do it, so that I can talk about various stages and various bits and bobs of the script as we go along, and we can also then get a real proper test for how it feels, and hopefully confirm that everything works properly as well. There's no better way to test it than to do it yourself, so that's the plan. Now, something from the Dol Amroth campaign is I do note the many comments of that are disappointed that the only way it seems to be to actually win a Dol Amroth campaign is to rush Umbar, and I really don't want that to be the case, so I think once the Reunited Kingdom is set and ready, we'll conduct some sort of brainstorm about how we could possibly make it so that Dol Amroth isn't crushingly difficult and overwhelmingly almost impossible, and make it a little... I don't know what the word is. Something that came to my mind as a sort of... just popped in there, and I thought, oh, maybe we could do that, is instead of Khand being an existing faction, we could have Khand emerge, much like the Mongols and the Timurids do in Medieval 2. I wonder if that would be an idea. So they emerge, and at that point, they will either be allied with Mordor or against Mordor. And so... But then, of course, it would mean that you wouldn't be able to play as them. But anyway, it's just a brief thought I've had so far. So we need to ensure that Rochberg doesn't fall, because Captain Draug Minayon has come for us. We don't really actually need to ensure Rochberg doesn't fall, but we've got a huge garrison over there, so we might as well take some troops out and go and help them. Cavalry will be useful.
Get ready for fighting.
Elite units are always useful. I'm not so bothered about pikes in this occasion. Archers, you probably want to stay behind. We'll take the armor-piercing unit. That should do. If you guys could head over to Rochberg, please, and assist him. Stop that from falling. That'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Otherwise, Saruman is now... he will be free on the next turn to go away, and they've not sent anything else, so hopefully he'll be able to make it. Our army here, I think, actually is now almost ready. We can take some more elite units again. And But we've got quite a nice little army, really. We make lots of money, so that's never a trouble. Oh, I bet the elves are going to rise up and I bet they're going to attack us now, aren't they? Buggers. But that's the only thought I've had on Khand so far. I think because if Khand was taken out of the equation, Dol Amroth would be a much more normal campaign. You've only got to worry about Harad and the Ardenaim. And both of those in their current state are a challenge for Dol Amroth, but not an overwhelmingly A, boring, or B, grindfest of a challenge. Harad and the AA can be countered in normal ways. The only real threat you have then is, of course, the AA invasion script. You'd still be able to rush Umbar, and many people probably still would, but we could always, if lots of people were rushing Umbar, we can always make the Umbar battle much, much harder to try and stop that. But I would only suggest doing that if we had implemented something else that makes the campaign easier. And as you've all seen, our once noble allies... Minas Morgul's besieged him, Ladris is besieged, Coruscant is besieged, the whole world is besieged. Oh, and bugger, we're at war with everyone. Are we at war with the Misty Mountains? No, it looks like we're neutral with Moria. Yes, hopefully they'll leave us alone. I pray they'll leave us alone. We have nothing to stop them attacking us. We want Saruman to come back and lead this army, so I'm sort of waiting on him to get back, really. But we do make a good amount of money. There's good units in both of those forts. Let's put the whole army into the forts, really.
No sleeping here.
Oh, no, look how many free upkeep we get at the moment. Yeah, well, we could take 2 units out and it wouldn't matter. So let's get that 4. Although we've just replaced a 4 Berserker unit. That's nothing, is it? But it's alright, we make plenty of money. Right, in the south, Calenhad only has a couple of raider units. You guys will... Oh, there's the Nazgûl. We did get them when we were sending them to the front.
Be gone.
I'm not sure I want to send them in until... No, that's only a general and a Nazgûl, isn't it?
Ready for fighting.
That's not going to be that important.
Orcs. No sleep. Orcs.
You guys merge up behind, get ready to be the final support, and we will send our captain in.
Would you wish to speak?
So we've got to fight the elves, we've got to fight Gondor. We've got to pray that Saruman gets out. Isengard built a chieftain sword, is now building mines. Hornberg got a warg breeder. Oh, the Hornberg could now add to our recruitment potential. Idraikan built its armory. And let's take another one and then start converting you if we can. Alright, let's do this. Let's start with Gondor, shall we? No, the Gondor one's going to be harder. This one should be an easy win. Let's do this one first. Pep ourselves up. So, Captain Draug Minayon has got Yavanna's Chosen, Sentinels of Caern Amroth, and Yavanna's Chosen. So, ranged units will actually be quite useful. But we're ready. We're prepared. In we go. This will be a victory, but Yavanna's Chosen are a challenging unit. They're armor-piercing halberdiers, so we don't want to get on the wrong side of them. I note that our main army has no archers whatsoever, and perhaps I've not actually prepared well enough for this. And we're attacking them. Our reinforcements are coming from sort of behind them. Behind them and to the left, I think. Yes, perfect. Right, let's get you up there and let's get our 2 units involved. Go, 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 go. Ah, bugger, they're rushing for the hill. They're rushing for the hill. Come on, everyone. Or are they moving for the forest? No, it looks like they're moving for the reinforcements. What unit is that? The Sentinels. Sentinels can be charged. So let's get that up. Let's get those units up on the hill. You guys come and get ready. Get the cavalry forward. Ah, look, we've caught them in disarray. They don't know where they're going now. Pull the wargs out, pull the wargs out. It's going to be necessary to flank the Yavanna's Chosen. Sentinels of Caern Amroth looking about 10 times better than they did when they first were showcased in this mod 7 years ago or so, however long that was. They look really good now. Fantastic looking unit. We've killed some of the enemy. Right, you guys, get down there, you're going to flank. Uruk-hai infantry. They are armor piercing, aren't they? Yeah, bugger. Bugger. Alright, well, let's get a charge bonus in at least. So charge them. Berserkers, we're going to flank 2 at once. Where are the archers? Oh, the archers are already in position. Cal down. Let's get him ready. Right, the berserkers have charged into them. Where are you going? Oh, you are! Of course, sorry. But you're in the wrong position. Right, you guys cal around. Come on. You fellas are ready. Charge into the advantage chosen. You go with them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Hogs, get ready. And go. Pull back. No one's in defensive mode. Oh, they turned around at the worst possible moment there. Get out of the way of the wargs.
Only half
Perfect. Sentinels of Kaer and Amroth are now looking like they might rout. The advantage chosen, utterly surrounded. Come on, get right in amongst them. Don't be leaving them any room. Now, the Sentinels are off. It's over. The advantage chosen down to 37. And these ones down here down to 44. But they could do with getting support from the back. Archers getting some target practice. And a few remaining elves. Oh, good. Those Sentinels are gone. And it's surely
a cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
End it. 81. We still lost 81. That's not that bad, though. We are orcs against elves. And 63. Oh, well done, Ugluk. Holding out true, reminding everyone of why he is one of our finest captains. If you have any suggestions, I would absolutely love to hear your suggestions on Dol Amroth. I'm happy with factions being challenging for the average kind of player, for most of us. I'm happy for factions to be considered challenging by the popular majority. But I think it's just not very good that Dol Amroth seems to be only really winnable if you rush out one of your enemies. I think that creates... It shoehorns you, doesn't it? You can't play the campaign how you want. You either have to take out Harad or the Ardenaim as soon as possible, or you will lose. And those are that's just a bit dull, isn't it? Most factions you can play exactly how you want. And it will make it harder or easier depending on your choices. But none of your choices will outright flip the campaign. The only other example, really, I suppose, is Isengard and Rohan. But you start so close to those enemies... You have no choice but to defeat those. You know going into the Isengard campaign that you are going to have to take Rohan out or fiddle with it diplomatically. And Rohan is the same. That's the point of their existence. Or not the point of their existence, but that's very much the ethos behind the two factions. They are sort of the blood enemies. It's similar with Gondor. If you're playing Gondor, you know you're going to be fighting Mordor. And Dol Amroth, whilst yes, you know you're going to be fighting Harad and the Ardenaim, and that will make up the bulk of your campaign, you shouldn't have to rush one of them out of the game to win. And actually, Isengard and Rohan's a good example, because you don't have to rush one of them out to win. You can actually broker peace as Isengard with Rohan. You can sell them and buy them off. And then you could ignore Rohan and completely go west, and it won't affect your overall difficulty. Well, arguably, I mean, Rohan, of course,
Get ready for
not having to fight Rohan makes it a little easier, but what I'm in a poor way trying to explain is, of course, that at the moment, as Dol Amroth, in order to win, you are forced to kill one of the factions early for the majority of people, and it just shouldn't be like that. Now, this is the challenge, because they've got Guards of Osgiliath, which are a very good halberd unit again, so we're going to have to use the same swamping tactics if we can. They've got Citadel Guard, but outside of that, it's a trash army. Territorial Guardsmen, Gondor Militia. It's just all Gondor Militia, so it shouldn't be too bad, actually. And at this time, our reinforcements will be coming in slightly closer to us. There's no generals on either side, so there's no morale bonuses at play for them or for us. So we shall see. I think we should be able to take this, to be honest, as long as we don't make some silly decisions with the killing of the guards from Osgiliath, or indeed from the Citadel, then we should be okay. We've got an armor-piercing unit, but otherwise our army's not fantastic. But our reinforcements should be coming in from somewhere sort of around there-ish, so if we move our army over there... Ah, perfect, they're coming in from right behind us. But the enemy has taken position on top of a hill, which is a bit disappointing. But there are no archers on either side, are there? I don't think there are, so... The hill is only affecting us in melee. There's the Citadel Guard, looking very nice. Territorial Guardsmen, equally looking nice. Territorial Guardsmen upgraded, looking very nice. Gondor Militia always looking a bit crap. I never really liked Gondor Militia, to be honest. Archer Militia, I do like this model, but that's the one that's been taken out of the game because it seemed to be causing crashes on certain battle maps. Not really sure why. But that's the model I prefer. Very disappointing. Right, getting into position. We've got an army of crap. They've got an army of crap. I suppose, how do ours compare? Uruk-hai Raiders have a 7 attack and an 11 defense. And they're Gondor Militia, which we are not close enough to see. We'll have a look when we get closer. No, not close enough to the Territorials either. We're going to have to try and force them to sort of relinquish the hill, so we're going to be curling around. But no one's running just yet. If you would, I want you all to walk, save your strength. Got plenty of time. But if we can come at them from this angle, it negates a large amount of the hill. Ooh, looks like they actually are not going to allow that. They know what we're doing, and they're trying to sort of cut us off. They haven't cut us off completely, though, so we can keep going. Where are you guys going, though? If you're going to that far corner, you're going to walk right past them. Oh, but that doesn't matter. They haven't got any range units. Why do I keep worrying? Oh, they have got range units. Ah, yes, of course. They've got archer militia. Right, so we've got to get the ball rolling then, haven't we? So, of you guys... Captain... I don't really want you getting in until the end, so you guys go up there. Spear units go with them. We want to try and get the cavalry dealt with. You guys are going down the... You can come down the front. Axe is there. And you guys, you're going to be going uphill, but if you do come from that left-hand side... That'll help us. Right, everybody go, 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 go. Into positions. What's at the front? Guards of Osgiliath. Bugger. Right, you, distract those guards. You... Move further, move further, move further. So the general across the top. Into position there. Where are they going? Oh, they've manoeuvred the entire force on a... I don't really know what they've done. They've just basically given up possession of the hill for seemingly no reason. You guys go, 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 go. Right, you charge the cavalry. You charge the Gondor militia. You charge the territorial guardsmen. Uruk-hai raiders will get you to go around the back. You guys are all fighting. Got some armor piercing in there now. Just have to hope we can get... Our bodyguard is the only unit that's really left to us. Captain Noruin Ivinian. No... I can't remember the word now. That was a right mouthful though. Right, it's basically just all lines have met now. We have the one slight advantage in that their general died before ours. Oh, we've got a unit routing. No, I don't think we're going to do this. But that's alright, we've got a reinforcing army coming. Now, their archers have just run away. The reinforcing army has Nazkai, so our elites test against their elites, but no, we are going to lose this.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
We're finally facing an enemy that
The tide of
actually
battle
has
seems to
teeth.
have turned against us.
The elves
We must act
claim
on
to have
this turn of
teeth, and
events.
they have shown to be weak. To not know how to use their teeth. And in this very interesting situation, the Citadel Guard and the guards of Osgiliath of Gondor have shown Isengard that we can lose. But then this was a hastily assembled force to push out to Calenhad because we feared Gondor might come for us. And that, of course, has now been made manifest. We shall make preparation to come back into this area in strength and hold until we can come and deal with Gondor good and proper. We've got a bit of a hill advantage there, which is nice. But our armor-piercing unit has been crushed down to 30. Their armor-piercing unit is barely taken losses and is still holding out nicely. Well, it's not even holding out. It's got no challenge anymore. We've got some Uruk-hai raiders there. If we can get those Uruk-hai raiders in, actually. And then run up. Avoid the pike. Avoid the Osgiliath Guard. They're allowing you to avoid
For
them.
the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Oh, A up. A up,
Fate
everyone.
remains as such.
The Citadel Guard ran away. And we're not capturing them, though. Right, Uruk-hai raiders. Ah, they're coming back. The Citadel Guard are coming back. So are the Territorial Guardsmen. This is why you have to capture them, you stupid fools.
The tide of battle.
Oh, he didn't want to finish that one, did he? Oh, because Captain Nagzag has gone. Yeah, this is over now then. Our last holdout. And they're going to. It's over. See, look, they know how to capture us. Norwinivion. 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 That's a really long name. Is UI, though, do you pronounce that together or do you separate those? I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of an example. No, I think it is Norwinivion. That is such a mouthful of a name. I'm more interested in the name, but then it's because we've lost. 208 kills, Spear Guard of all things. The Bane Guard only got 158. Now he's second, though, I suppose. I'm saying only, they came second. The army has done enough to at least deter Isengard's Gondor's advance for a time. Now they will capture Calenhad, of course, but we will then be there in a turn. We'll be knocking on the door before they know where they are, and we'll send some of the army that's training in Isengard. We will send that east to reinforce the front. We've got more than enough troops in the north, and the elves haven't been... Oh, Uruk-hai raiders now. What on earth has gone on there?
Objective complete. No sleeping here.
Oh, some of you made it out as well. Oh, that's good. You can link up with, what is your name? Muzrad. You're going to be the garrison commander of the east.
We have completed an objective.
Oh, we're just getting some more troops. Hornberg, can you throw anything into the mix? Oh, yes, look, you've got some wonderful options. I will take those, and they will be heading east. But for the time being, some of these units that we aren't as bothered about, namely Dunlending and Half-Orc units. Oh, look, you've got some Uruk-hai raiders. Get that lot to the east.
Objective complete.
They'll be part of the garrison there. You guys can come back for free upkeep in Isengard, as can you.
Come on.
You're all going to make the cut. You're definitely all going to make the cut. I'll tell you what as well, if you take those 2 crossbow units, send them east. We can add some crossbows to the mix from Isengard, that's not a problem. Was that an end turn, or did we attack? No, we attacked, didn't we? Alright, this is the end turn. This is it, everyone. Moment of truth. Will Saruman get attacked? Bastards. You win this round, Gondor, but we shall be back. And in greater numbers. We won't attack it with our general. We will wait until the reinforcements arrive, and then we will wipe out the Scourge. The Gondorians. Oh, oh, wow. Yes, we definitely won't be attacking it. Gondor are coming. The war is going to step up a notch. This is interesting, though. I've never really fought against Gondor. It's quite fun. But then them fighting against me surely only strengthens Mordor's position.
Get ready for fighting.
Mithlond is resplendent. We did not get attacked.
Pick your feet up.
But we can't get past Ostinethil, so we're going to have to go all the way through Byrig, dear oh dear.
Come on.
He's
We have completed
quite a number of turns.
an objective.
Folberg has built its building. Onodrith got a carpenter's hut. Onodrith, oh, you're right in the middle, aren't you? Does that give me... That gives me at least some money. Go for that one. Right, forces.
No sleep. Get ready for
We
fighting.
stand upon the bridge, where we will wait. You guys aren't really
No
worth...
sleep in here.
Well, you might as well. When it
No
doesn't,
sleep
can't
in
hurt,
here.
can it?
Come on.
You guys go
We have
forward.
completed
Everywhere it does.
an objective.
Yeah, we've got roads everywhere. That's just as fast as we can go. In one turn, we'll have 4 more good units available for you there. But we've got that army coming.
Objective complete.
We've got some pikes. We don't really need pikes. Certainly not in an attack anyway. So actually, if we send the pikes to the Gondor front as well, because I think Gondor is actually going to be considerably more of a challenge, or a considerably bigger challenge than the elves. And so we can prepare our forces here. Saruman's going to be a while yet anyway, so it doesn't matter if our army is requisitioned for other things. We don't really... Well, yeah, sod it. Sod it.
Sleep in here.
Send the best of the best. Send the wargs too.
Pick your feet up. Regroup, you loud. We have completed.
Muzrad, if you are attacked, you will retreat to the Oldburg in the
No
fold.
sleep in here.
Our forces will then join you there.
Listen up.
You must not allow Gondor to cross over that river, which I don't think has a name. Ah, no, sorry, that's the Mering Stream. Forgive me, my cartographical knowledge. I suppose geographical
No
really.
sleep in here.
Oh, he's changed his position.
Objective complete.
Oh yeah, go on, go that way.
Completed an objective.
So we're holding Gondor at the Mering Stream, which marks the old world boundary between Gondor and Rohan. I say old world because, of course, Rohan are dead, and Isengard now reigns supreme in what will be a glorious new
Ready for
world.
fighting.
But speaking of glorious new worlds, let's give the elves something to really think about as well, and let's move on Lim here. There's no point sitting in our little castle over here doing sod all for turn after turn after turn. We've got the force. Let's overplay our hand. The Raikhan will hold just fine. Rockberg, what did you bring to the battle? Ah, look, you can get free upkeep. Would it be free? Only 1 unit of it will be free. Well, you might as well take both anyway. And then you guys can go join the army. Brilliant.
Get ready for fighting.
I'll give it another end turn. Hope Gondor doesn't come. Fingers crossed. We could really do with a spy, actually, giving us sight range on the road. Has Gondor just had its turn? No, they were quite a way after the start, weren't they, actually? I think they will come for us. I can't see them thinking anything other than... The reason they've sent that army across is surely to come into our land. But then the AI sometimes... If you stand on a bridge like we're doing here, it can really trick out the AI, and they will often, rather than come and stand next to you and try and attack you, they will instead try and reach their destination by just going a different way. So because at the moment, what the AI wants is to capture Oldburg, it is not to kill Muzrad, they won't bother attacking Muzrad on this bridge, and instead they will go through the Wetwang and come down to Oldburg from the north, because they can get through that way. And it is a way that you can sort of cheese the AI. If I were to then move Muzrad, if we knew, for example, that is 100% what they're doing, and we saw a Gondor army over here, if we then moved Muzrad, they'd walk back down, and then if we put him back, they'd walk back again, and you can keep your enemy perpetually in a sort of limbo. But it only works under very specific circumstance. It doesn't seem like they have gone north, and I wonder if they're regrouping in Calenhad, or if Mordor has actually given them something to now think about, and so they have sent that army back.
Pick your feet up.
It looks like they may have sent that army back. They let our army sit in that fort, though, which is interesting. They weren't concerned about them. Oh, look, the Hornburg, not only has
Objective
good training now, but look how many units of free
No
upkeep
sleep
up
'em
here.
all. We have completed an objective.
Saruman.
Get ready for fighting. Pick your feet up.
Yes, you shall make it through.
Objective complete.
Is anything going and really slowing you down? I don't think so. You've got a reasonably good army there. Derweth has built some roads. It's building its next building. Ginyard has got a hunting lodge, and then it's going to get a slave pit. You might as well just queue up every building. I mean, it makes no odds. We've got plenty of money. Cherith Anduin likes us ever so slightly more than it did before. 33% now. We've got free upkeep on them. What we could do with an archery range to retrain the raiders. And Oldberg has built a practice range itself, which is futile really, because it's not our culture enough yet to support us. Don't bother with the Baluster or the Foundry. Instead, get an Uruk armory and then try and convert the people. We've got a normal armory here already, haven't we? Yeah. Because that's going to be a defensive point, methinks. The Dwarves of Erebor are at war with most people who have joined in on the invasion. But we won't. We will overthrow everyone and everything that we can. All will bow their knee to Saruman the White. Our army here, there's a unit in there and 3, and so it's 3 more. Saruman, it can only take 3 more units. But it has got an army of good units, apart from, I'm not bothered about Dunlending Horsemen, I'd rather swap them out for Wargs. And that small unit of Beast Slayers isn't really worth.
Your will, my lord.
You guys go, well, you guys could go north, actually. Oh dear, we've moved out at a very, very poor time.
It will be an honor.
Narakian the Handsome. Lorien's answer to our, well, to their problems, I suppose. Now, does that mean that Lim here has no garrison? No, grossly underestimated. Right, pull back.
Sleeping here.
Oh dear, there are lots of problems. We're going to have to head south and try and cut Narakian off. If we can kill Narakian, that is a huge gutting blow to Lothlorien. That must be the majority of their army. Because remember, Lothlorien only has these 2 provinces. This is the entirety of their holding. They might have Erui, actually, but then the map at the moment is telling us that Khazad-dûm do. Khazad-dûm is definitely still held by Khazad-dûm. Lorien never get that. And I imagine they're not actually at war with... No, they're allied to Khazad-dûm, indeed. So Lorien have only got 2 provinces left. So Narakian really is the bulk of their defensive force. The bulk of their defensive force. That's everything they've got, basically. There's a small garrison in Galadon. There's a small garrison in Lim here. There's a couple of armies there. If we can kill him, then they've definitely had their legs swept.
No sleeping here.
And then it just is time for the killing blow. But that is all going to be in the next episode. So hopefully in the next episode we will fight Narakian. And we'll hopefully crush Lothlorien's dreams. And then we will be able to muster our eastern army under Muzrad, which will prepare for any Gondor counterattacks. And failing that, we will take back Calenhad. Then, once Saruman arrives in Isengard, it's just a case of deciding whether we want Minas Tirith or Lothlorien more, and we'll move him out and see where we go. But like Dorwinion, this campaign probably doesn't have all that many episodes left, I don't think. As I say, our goal is just to take Minas Tirith, defeat Lorien, and take Galadon, and those 3 tasks are eminently achievable. We've already got the Nazkai, we've got a Nazkai unit that we will show off soon, and we'll get our first Nazgul by the time Saruman gets back, I think. So that can join him in the battle, but you don't need to see all of the Nazgul, because they all have the same bodyguards. Once you've got one, you've kind of got them all, in terms of me showing off the features of the script. So that will be our goal, our quest point. But for now, that is going to conclude this episode, and I'm going to go back and carry on playing Skyrim. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Nevair Neden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.